folks. Happy Monday morning to you. Today, I'm going to teach you how to create an outline, which is one way to organize your thoughts before you start writing. Well, I know a lot of you want to just jump right in there and start writing, but believe you me, you'll be glad you got everything all laid out and organized nice before getting started on the essay proper. Well, I keep on telling you that writing is thinking. And the more thinking you do beforehand, the better your writing's going to be. Now, outlining isn't the only way to organize your thoughts. Tomorrow we're going to learn another way to do it. One that some of you might just like better. It's called webbing. Well, you might know it as using a graphic organizer, but I'm going to show you a high-tech, highfalutin new way to do it. Now, you can watch today's lesson, and if you like outlining, you can make yourself an outline. If you want to wait until tomorrow and learn webbing, well, that's fine too. You can do either one. Just turn in one or t'other by 8 o'clock on Wednesday morning, April 8th. Now, the best part of it is, if we had a thesis sentence conference, either on Hangouts or over email, we already worked out your thesis sentence. Use the one we worked out, or if you want to change it, mosey on over to Google Hangouts, holler at me, and we can work out a new one for you. If you forgot the wording we worked out, I saved them all. So just hit me up and I'll share it back to you. Now, the support paragraph ideas, yep, we worked on them too. So you can use the ideas we talked about, or you can come up with different ones if you like. Just make sure you do your research and get some good ones. And by that, I mean they support your thesis sentence directly. Now, I'm sharing a template with you, and you're welcome to use to start with. Just type your thesis sentence over the one on the template. Well, I colored it red so as you can find it nice and easy. And type your support paragraph topic sentences over the ones on the template. I colored all three of them blue so as you can find them too. And that's all I'm looking for on Wednesday. 4 sentences. Your thesis sentence, and your 3 support paragraph topic sentences. Now, if you're an honor student, you got one more sentence to write. Topic sentence to a paragraph addressing an opposing opinion. We done discussed those two, though, in your thesis sentence conference, so that ought to be no problem either. Finally, if you're an English language learner, you can cut out one of the support paragraphs and just give me the topic sentences for 2 of them. So, let's take a gander at what an outline looks like and how to make one. First thing, get a blank Google Doc. Now make sure the font is correct. I do Control A and change it to Times New Roman 12. Then make sure that it's double spaced. Click on the line spacing button up here. Make it double space. Now, an outline starts with Roman numeral 1. And the easiest way to get this, go up here to the numbered list drop down. And this middle one on the second row is for outlines. You see it gives us the Roman numeral 1. Since this is outlining a research essay, the top level entries will be paragraphs, and our first paragraph is our introduction. So I'm going to type introduction next to the Roman numeral 1. I don't know if I can type it. There we go. Okay, then enter. It automatically gives me a Roman numeral 2, which would be our second paragraph, support paragraph 1. But I want to break down the introduction a little more. Second level entries in an outline use capital letters, A, B, C, etc. And these will be our individual sentences for each paragraph. Letters need to be indented from the top level Roman numeral. So, 2 ways to do this. You can either just hit tab and it'll move it over, or you can click up here. This is increase indent button. It looks like rows of text with a little right facing arrow. Click on that, indents it, and changes to an A automatically. Now, our first sentence in the introduction is going to be a hook sentence. So just type hook sentence and enter, and it gives us a B. We'll talk about the hook sentence, and the next one's transition sentence. We'll talk about that in another lesson, but just to show you how this works. Transition sentence or sentences. Hit enter, gives us a C. And the last sentence in the introduction is our thesis sentence. And that's the last sentence. So hit enter, gives us a D, but we don't need a D. We want to move to the second paragraph. So again, to move it back up to the first level, you can either go up here, decrease indent. It's the same as increase indent, but the arrow points left. Click on it, and boom, we're back to Roman numeral 2. You can also hold down Shift and hit Tab, and it does the same thing. Okay. Our first sentence in, well, this paragraph first is the support paragraph 1. Hit enter, gives us the Roman numeral 3. We want to indent. The first sentence in support paragraph 1 will be the topic. Only one P. Topic sentence. All right, hit enter. Now I'm not going to go through all of the sentences. I've got something made up for you already, a template that you can use. But I wanted to show you, just for curiosity's sake, if you want to go to a third level, indent again, increase indent again, and it goes to Arabic numerals for the third level. So let me put a couple of things in the third level. Say you want to do a fourth level, indent again, and it has lowercase letters with a closed parenthesis. And you'll never go this far, well, probably never go this far down. But if you want to go to a fifth level, indent again, and it goes to, again, Arabic numerals with parentheses around them. Okay, because I'm a nice guy, I actually made you a template here. I made 3 templates, one for standard, one for honors, and one for English learner. And I'm going to put them all on the assignment on the Google Classroom. So you will need to select the template that applies to you, and everybody will need to submit the completed outline to the assignment when you are done. So I'll get them. A lot of y'all didn't do the practice paper submission assignment that first week. So if you need help with that, let me know. But you have to submit it in the assignment. Okay, remember, on these for MLA, remember to put your last name up here to the left of the page number in the header. Outside the header, the first line here, your full name, first and last name. This stays the same. Well, you'll put whatever day that you do this. Put your title here. Just type over this. Put your title there. If it's effects of global warming. There we go. But put your title there. And remember, make sure, by the way, to also put your title up here so that it'll show up that way and not just the research essay outline. By the way, this is a move symbol right now, but when you make a new document, make sure you come up here, this right next to the star. It'll be the this symbol, the Google Drive symbol. If you haven't added it to your drive, if you haven't, make sure you add it to your drive and then move it using this to whatever file you're going to find it, because we're going to be using these going forward. You'll pull it up again. Um, the only thing you need to do with this outline for now is to type your thesis sentence over the wording in red. And I kind of give you that information right there. So just highlight all the red and type your thesis sentence there. And remember, we pretty much all of you, I had a thesis sentence conference with you, and we discussed your thesis sentence, and you already have the wording. Don't change it. A lot of kids like to add stuff. They think the longer and more complex the thesis sentence is, the better. I would say the opposite. The shorter, more concise it is, the less stuff you throw in there, the less stuff you have to prove. So keep the wording that we talked about. If you want to change it, talk to me. We'll discuss it. But otherwise, keep the wording there. We also talked about these, the topic sentences for the support paragraphs 1, 2, and 3. And if you're ELL, you can just highlight and delete support paragraph 3. All of these I put in blue, so just highlight over the blue and type over with your thesis sentence or your topic sentences for the support paragraphs. I did give you some ideas for support paragraphs. If you want to use those, fine. If you want to do a little research and use different ones, that's fine. Just make sure they directly support the thesis sentence. And more than likely, as you do research, you'll find more on one thing than another, and you may want to change these. So it's not set in stone. This is just a starting point. Writing is recursive. You will make changes. But that's for standard, that's all I'm looking for. 4 sentences thesis and 3 topic sentences. Just type over the red and the blue. English learners, again, you can come down here, eliminate the third. If you're honors, let me show you, I've got down here a 4th support paragraph, the opposing opinion paragraph. And right here, you would post over the blue your sentence stating an opinion that is in opposition to your thesis sentence. And again, if we had a thesis sentence conference, we discussed those as well. You can use the one I gave you. If you find a better one, that's fine too, but you need to put that there. So you would have 5 sentences if you're honors, 3 if you're English learner, 4 if you're standard. Okay. If you prefer to make a web to organize your paper, we will cover that tomorrow. You don't have to do both, so you may want to wait until tomorrow after you've seen the webbing lesson to decide. Whichever you choose, though, get it into me by Wednesday morning. And in the meantime, have fun, stay safe, and come back to me tomorrow, happy and healthy.